Hello, first grade. So we are going to be talking today about some key details that we are going to read in a story called Jack Can. We're going to talk about what the story is about and some main ideas in that story that we want to think about after we read it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read the story. You're going to follow along with me. And then we're going to go back in and we're going to reread the story again. After we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and come up with our key details of our story. All right, first grade. So the story Jack Can is about what friends can do at school and how they can help around school. All right. And our essential question that we're going to be talking about and we want to kind of know by the end of our story is, what do you do at your school? So what are some things that they can do at their school? Our genre is realistic fiction. Remember, first grade, I'm going to go ahead and read the story to you, so just follow along as I read. Then we're going to go back in and we're going to read it again, all right? And then we're going to come up with some key details at the end. All right, the story is called Jack Can. Max can. Can Jack? Jack can. Do you see that they're painting a picture? Max can. Can Jack? It looks like Max. What do you think he's doing right there? Yeah, he's writing a sign or a poster. Jack cannot. I want you to think, why do you think Jack cannot? Yeah, I agree. He doesn't seem like he's tall enough to get up there to write either. Jack is sad. What does Nan do? I want you to think to yourself, what is Nan doing right now to help Jack out? She's bringing him a stool. Nan helps Jack. Now remember, when we have that exclamation point at the end of a sentence, we need to give some type of enthusiasm when we are talking. So I'm going to reread it. Nan helps Jack. She helps him, like we said, she brings him the stool. And now he can go ahead and write what he's writing. You need to look at that word. Think to yourself, what do you think he's writing? Jack likes school. Good job, he was writing school. Awesome job. So we're going to go ahead back and we're going to reread our story again, just so we make sure that we think of every detail of the story when we're writing it down for our key detail. All right, Jack can. So right here in this story, we already learned that Max can. Max is drawing a picture. All right, it says Max can Jack? And we found out, guess what? Jack can. He can draw that picture. Then we got to Max can Jack? So we figured out that Max is drawing a poster, but we kind of get to our problem in the story because Jack cannot. So Jack gets really upset about it. And Nan helps him. And we figured out that Nan brought over a stool for Jack to help him. So that's a way that they help each other at school. Nan helps Jack. So he gets to write his part. He gets to write school. And in the end, they're telling us that they like school. Awesome. So now we're going to talk about some key details and things that we read in our story that will help us understand more of the story. So again, key details help us understand a story. So we can use words and pictures to show those key details. So we need to figure out what are some things that Jack could do and Jack could not do. What happened in the beginning, the middle, and how did they how did they make a solution? So what I want you to do is you're going to grab a piece of paper and a pencil and we're going to draw 3 boxes. And I'm going to go ahead and show you right now what I want for you to do. So we're going to draw 3 boxes like this. And these are going to be where we have our details. All right? And in those boxes, I'm going to go ahead and write on top of it detail. And I will put it up to help you guys spell the word detail. Because remember, we're talking about the 3 details that we're trying to find about what happened in the story. And this really helps when we're able to retell the story on our own. Alrighty. So in the beginning of the story, what could Jack do? If I think about it, I want you to sit and think, what is something that Jack could do? Yeah, you're right. He could make a picture of himself. So I'm going to write, Jack can make a picture of himself. So I'm going to put this up close so you can see, but I wrote, Jack can make a picture of himself. So that's one detail that we know about the story and what happened in the beginning. And if you need to, you can go ahead and pause it and write that down. And when you're done, you can go ahead and unpause it and we will be on the next one. Alrighty, so what happened in the middle of the story that kind of, it caused the problem? What is something that Jack could not do? Yeah, you're right. He could not reach the poster. So I'm going to put that Jack cannot reach. And again, in the middle, I put Jack cannot reach. Now, first grade, you notice that I have a capital at the both of my beginning of my sentences and a period. I need to make sure that they're complete sentences. So go ahead again and pause so you can go ahead and write that down. Alrighty, first grade. Now we're on to the last one, and we need to figure out what was the last key detail. What happened to help Jack reach? What's something that happened? Who helped him? Yeah, Nan helps Jack reach. So I'm going to go ahead and write that. All right, so my last one says, Nan helps Jack reach. So first grade, here I'm able to see all my details of my story. So we have, and I'm going to go ahead and draw my arrows. So when I draw an arrow, I'm just showing that one detail leads to the other. So right here, I have that this detail leads into this detail, which ending result leads into this detail. All right, so your details should look like this. All right, and these, again, help us tell the story. All right, first grade. So remember, key details help us understand the story. Awesome job today.